a lot of times sin is so subtle, it's like that person that gets cancer, but they don't even know they've got it. We've got to realize that. We've got to see this, and you see this even in the story. You see this with Jacob, you see this with Joseph, and you see this with the brothers, that their sin is so subtle like cancer, they don't realize what's going on. But it's almost like it's a volcano, and you don't know what's happening, and then all of a sudden everything inside bursts, and their family is ripped apart. So check out just what's going on with Jacob. Jacob's the dad. He's also called Israel. It says Jacob loved Joseph more than his other brothers. So if you remember last week, Jacob really loved this girl named Rachel. He worked 7 years for her as kind of the bride price. And then the dad said, nope, not giving you Rachel. I'm giving you the other sister. And he's like, what the heck? And so then he goes, all right, I'll work another 7 years for Rachel. So he works another 7 years, and then the father does give him Rachel. He marries Rachel. The Bible literally says she has a good figure, and she's got a nice face and a good figure. That's the Hebrew. I'm not exaggerating. And then the other girl that he also had to marry, he was kind of tricked into it. It says that she had weak eyes. We don't know what that means. She could have been cross-eyed. We don't know. Lazy eye, we don't know. But it was clear that Rebecca was attractive to the eyes, And so what's going on here with Jacob is that his wife that he loves more than, he's obviously got a few other wives, right? You even see this in the text. He's got more than one. But the wife that he loves, this was the eldest son of this wife. He had all these other sons with his other wives. Yeah, the Bible's not condoning this going on. The Bible condones monogamy for sure, but polygamy, every time polygamy happens, it never turns out well. Some people look at the stories in the Old Testament and be like, look, they've got all these wives. The Bible says that's cool. It's like, just read the stories. It does not go well having more than one wife. But, so what's going on is Joseph is his father's favorite son because he was old when he had him, and he was the eldest of his favorite wife. So it says that he loved Joseph more than the other brothers. See, Jacob, if you remember, he never got the love, the acceptance, the worth, the attaboy. He never got his father being proud of him. We saw that last week. That Isaac didn't really like Jacob that much. And so Jacob tricked him into giving him the blessing, and he stole it from his brother. And so then he goes off and he's always searching. He's got some daddy issues, right? His dad didn't really love him. And so then Jacob has a kid. He has many kids, and he focuses in on this one that was born of his favorite wife, and he spoils him to death. We see that it was very clear that Jacob loved Joseph more than the other brothers. The brothers knew this, and they said they hated him. I mean, can you imagine if you've got parents, if you've got, let's say, 15 kids, and you spend a ton of money, like on a coat or on an outfit or something, and just bring all the family together and give it to one of your kids. It's like, I spent $3,000 on this outfit or whatever it is, and you just give it to this one kid and just stare at them. Can you imagine what that would do to all of the other kids that you've got? You know that would destroy them. And you know that would breed hatred. It would breed jealousy. It would confuse them. My dad doesn't love me like he loves this other sibling. That's exactly what's going on here with Jacob and Joseph and the other brothers. Do you think Jacob knew this? Do you think he knew this was a big problem? This was sinful, and this is going to well up, and this is going to cause these other brothers to want to kill Joseph? No. It's because sin is so subtle, we convince ourselves of things like Jacob's probably convincing himself that, I never got the love from my dad, and so I'm really going to hone in on this one, Joseph, who's the firstborn of my favorite wife, and I'm going to just shower him with love and blessings. And he probably thought, I'm just being a good dad to Joseph. Yeah, I don't have as much time for the other kids, but he just justified it, I'm sure, and thinks, I'm doing what's right. But what you see in the story is that this breeds hatred, this breeds jealousy, and you